Welcome to the Carols of Christmas. Each day leading up to Christmas, I'll talk about a particular Christmas carol, explaining some of its history and the background behind the carol, and then finally, I will sing a verse of it for you. Some will be familiar and some probably won't, but they all point us to the true reason for the season, our Savior, Jesus Christ. My name is Michael D. Young, and today we'll be talking about Good King Wenceslas. This is December 5th, and the carol is Good King Wenceslas. So this has a very interesting story because it's based off an actual person, King Wenceslas. The carol itself tells the miraculous story of a righteous king and his page boy who venture out into the cold winter night to give comfort and supplies to the poor. The servant, following behind his master, is freezing, and he doesn't think he can go on any longer because the wind is strong, the snow is deep. But then King Wenceslas turns to him and says, "Follow directly in my footsteps." And as the servant boy followed directly in the footsteps of the good king, he felt heat rising from the footprints that kept him from freezing. It was a miracle. And it goes to show that those who try to bless others will themselves receive blessings. The song is based on an actual king, Wenceslas I, Duke of Bohemia, also known as Václav the Good, or Sváty Václav in Czech, which was his native language. Though he was not born a Christian, his family became Christian, and he became very well known for his good and charitable deeds. He was born in the year 907 AD, so this is a very old tradition. He became a martyr when he was killed by his own brother later in his life, who was jealous of him. He's considered to be a saint by the Catholic Church, and is considered also to be the patron saint of the Czech Republic. He was known for going around on Christmas and giving gold coins to his servants and soldiers as a Christmas present. He was always known for his generosity, and so that's why he has been associated with this particular tradition. In the 12th century, a preacher said of him, "His deeds I think you know better than I could tell you, for, as is read in his Passion, no one doubts that rising every night from his noble bed with bare feet and only one chamberlain, he went about to God's churches and gave alms generously to widows, orphans, those in prison and afflicted by every difficulty." So that's what a preacher in the 12th century said about him. So there's a legend about King Wenceslas in the Czech Republic that if the Czech Republic is ever in terrible danger, the statue of St. Wenceslas in Wenceslas Square in the city of Prague will come to life to defend the country. Kind of a fun little legend that goes along with that. The carol itself was written in 1853 by John Mason Neale, but he used a tune that dated all the way back to the 13th century, which was originally written in praise of spring. Kind of funny, right? It's a Christmas carol that started out as a spring carol. In the first line, it mentions the Feast of Stephen, which is also known as Boxing Day or December 26th. So it was written to be a Boxing Day carol. So let me go ahead and sing a verse of this for you. It's a very jaunty tune that I really like. You can tell it was kind of originally supposed to be kind of a springy song. Without further ado, Good King Wenceslas. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, where the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when the poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Thank you so much for joining me. Merry Christmas, and God bless us, everyone.